So in the aftermath of the evocation, and I guess the revocation of the Emergency Act powers from Justin Trudeau, well, what has happened? Well, there's still bank accounts being frozen, or ones that were frozen to begin with continue to stay frozen, which is all cool and sweet. And then you take a look at the nearly 40 trucking companies that were just Thanos snapped out of existence. Thanks. All of those, hardworking people, not but a few months ago, okay, at the end of 2021, oh yeah, all of the heroes that were out there, but then they were just like, I don't know if we should be forced to get the jab or not. Oh, okay, cool. Well, we're just going to go ahead and ruin your life. We're just going to seize your bank account and then foreclose on the loans, and then you end up losing the only way that you can make a living for yourself. Cool. Thanks, Justin. You're really keeping the fucking world safe, you cunt. Ontario Ministry of Transportation confirmed that it shut down nearly 40 businesses. Congratulations during its crackdown on Freedom Convoy protesters. In an email to Global News, another propaganda outlet in Canada, on February 23rd, Dakota Brazier, a spokesperson for Ministry of Transportation, Caroline Mulrooney, God, it's a big club and you ain't in it, said the ministry had issued 12 seizure orders to Ontario-based large truck operators, which suspended them from being allowed to operate within Canada. Cool. This is all because, you know what, these protesters, they were all sent home by the militarized police officers. Let's be fucking fair about that. A couple of weeks ago. And then what happened? Did they stay and fuss and start breaking windows, burning down businesses? No, they were just like, well, fuck, okay. And then they just all left. So what did you have to do? It's because you're petty. It's because you don't want to see anybody else getting any hope again. You just want to continue to snuff this shit out. And you just fundamentally hate the blue-collar worker. You fundamentally hate the people that you say that you represent. The working class that's out there, it doesn't exist. There's the poor, and then there's the elites. That's the system that they want. Ministry also issued an order to seize all plates registered to them. Cool. It's not just seizing the trucks that were down there. Just if you work for a company, and then they have you on the list, any plates that are issued out to those businesses, yeah, all of those trucks, they're gonna get seized too. Outside of Ontario, the ministry also issued 27 seizure orders to out-of-province large truck operators. That's how this should be met. Which stopped them from operating any commercial motor vehicles in Ontario. So anybody who does cross-provincial business will, have their ability to commit commerce severely restricted. Awesome. In an effort to preserve future police investigations. Cool. Into the illegal occupation in Ottawa, we're seizing everything and all the things. Even though the emergency powers are gone, we're not going to abuse them further into the future. This fucking makes me sick. But all of this is done in service of the people who are really horribly affected by those goddamn truckers in Ottawa, right? CBC article complains that Ottawa residents, a lot of them who actually supported the truckers, by the way, but piss-stinking or other cat piss-stinking weirdos in their fucking high-rise apartments, and they all work for the federal government. They're experiencing phantom honking after trucker protests. This is a real thing. This is really getting promoted and circulated by our very own propaganda outlet in Canada. CBC News published an article over the weekend featuring several downtown Ottawa residents. Several residents who claim that they're still haunted by phantom honking that hasn't been done in how long, but whatever, PTSD, I guess. According to the CBC, for many residing in Ottawa, the sound of honking horns and other truck-related noises continue to linger after the Trudeau fucking trampling and head cracking that broke up those goddamn stupid ugly truckers. I can't stand it. I can't even go into a store and see a flannel shirt anymore, or somebody walking around with a beard without a side shave. I just can't stand it anymore. Despite the lack of trucks, citizens are raising complaints about the sounds at night that prevent them from sleeping and disrupt their day. You know what they should probably take instead, because they're probably all really heavily medicated, because they're probably all the single women on a fucking fistful of antidepressants anyways. You know what would probably solve all of that? 45 caliber. But what's something that the convoy down south has that the one up north didn't? actual support from the elected officials. So this one at least gives me a little bit of hope. But by the time that they get to Washington, thanks to the ongoing conflict in Russia and Ukraine that's getting an overwhelming amount of coverage, well, I don't know if there's going to be left to protest really by the time that they get there. All the restrictions will be gone. All the timelines will be put in place, and they'll just be told to go home, mostly at rifle point, because we know the National Guard has been sent in. 700 or 800 troops strong right now. Oh, but they're all unarmed. Yeah, right, sure. And then all of the elected officials who hung steadfast to their fucking restrictions, the ones that are right now just knocking them off to the wayside. Oh, it's happening in New York. Oh, Kathy Hochul's getting rid of all the mask mandates in schools. You know, the crux of what all the truckers care about, because it's all about my kids, right? It's not about, you know, standing up for anything. It's just about they finally started to attack my kids, so I got to do something about it. And it's fucking useless. By the time that they get there, yeah, no, it'll all be gone. And all these elected officials will have gotten fucking away with it. And then all of the ones who put those procedures in place, they're just going to be spending the rest of the year until Election Day in November of this year. They're going to be trying their goddamnedest to walk it back and then to just paint over the top of it. They just want to win your vote. They want to pay and buy your fucking vote. Never let them forget. They fucked everybody's life over the course of 2 years with their never-ending nonsense, and they finally got caught with their pants down. Now they're the perfect smokescreen to walk everything back and never face the music. Makes me sick to my fucking stomach. But all things considered, though, the ones who are going down there to say never again, okay, no more forced jabs, no more forced fucking face diapers, none of this nonsense, never, ever, ever again. Good on them. Those guys have my support. I just don't know what they're going to do by the time that they get there, but let's see how many are actually there. Maybe they have an account, or maybe they have a count of how many people are rolling wheels. On the highway, Oklahoma, the largest truck convoy in the United States has grown in size since departing California and is attracting thousands of supporters as it made its way to the East Coast. The People's Convoy started with around 150 vehicles, has grown to over 250 as it made its way through Texas and Oklahoma over the weekend. Yeah, they're supposed to descend on the 5th, I'm pretty sure. Most vehicles have joined for stretches of time. That, along with the length of the convoy, makes it difficult to pinpoint exactly how many participants it has. But you pinpointed how many vehicles? That's weird. It varies. Let's say there are like 50 truckers that know the convoy is coming through, and it might have been going through this area. They'll stop at an exit, and they'll wait for the convoy to come by, and they'll join in. They might join it at 200 mile. Join it for 200 or 100 miles. And they keep going wherever they were going because they were heading in the same direction as us. One of the convoy organizers, Marine Steele, said, and then. There are cars that join in. Some go for 30 miles, some go for 100, 200, and then they drop off. See what happens when everybody descends on DC, because that's where ultimately everything's going to be put to the test. But like I said, what are you going to be protesting by the time that you get there? Because there was a report that over the weekend, there was a convoy from, I think, Pennsylvania. That's at least one from last week that we were talking about, one that was scheduled to hit up Washington over the weekend. They went there, they didn't block any traffic, they came and they went without incident. So knowing that the big organized protest is going to be coming through this Saturday, what's happening? Well, we got the State of the Union on Wednesday. Okay, you know, the State of the Union, the address, at least its more formal name is the address of the joint houses by the President of the United States. Yes, Biden's gonna muddle fuck through something Wednesday evening, and evening for him is like 4 o'clock. So, like I said, during some point during the previous video, he's probably, getting a lot of rest because he's got to talk uninterrupted for shade in honor around an hour, which is a lot longer than he has for a very, very long time. So I'm not going to watch it live. I'll do a recap on it because fucking listening to that fucking old fossil makes my mind hurt. But these are elected officials that he's addressing, okay? It's not open to the public. So why are they putting up the fences again? Makes a lot of sense if you start to put two and two together now, doesn't it? Fence put around the U.S. Capitol in the wake of January 6th breach was reinstalled about 7 months after being taken down. 7 months after January 6th, huh? Ain't that a bitch? Might as well just keep it up the entire time. It would be perfectly emblematic of your presidency. As trucker convoys make their way towards Washington, the U.S. Capitol Police, is in consultation with various partners, and has solidified a security plan to prevent any disruptions of the important work of Congress. Trust me, whatever they're doing up there ain't that fucking important. What have they done so far, besides sweet with a side of fuck all? Out of an abundance of caution, if I never have to read that ever again, it'll be too soon. And in conjunction with the United States Secret Service, a plan has been approved to put on the inner perimeter fence around the Capitol building for the State of the Union address. I have also requested support from outside law enforcement agencies, as well as the National Guard, to assist in our security precautions. Workers re-erected. Sexy. The fencing on February 27th. Another prong of the plan is closing multiple roads on March 1st. Cool. So tomorrow, ahead of a simple speech given in Congress Wednesday evening. But USCP, officials said the same roads were closed in the past and are not related to the potential truck and vehicle convoys. Sure thing, pal. I don't believe anything that the fucking state has to say. So yeah. They got the support of some Republicans, the trucker convoys. They got some institutional support, but it's not like they're going to be able to go and make any change. Just park on the side of the road. Don't make too much noise. Otherwise, we're just going to tow your shit. Just declare your protest illegal because you're an insurrectionist, domestic terrorism, and then just get you fucking snatched up and thrown in the gulags like the rest of the January 6th, 2021 protesters that are still awaiting their fucking sentencing. You know, the ones that haven't fucking put a bullet in their brain. This is unconscionable, but hey, don't worry. We can all just stand around and watch the theater that is Joe Biden potentially try to muddle fuck his way through some laborious recreation of the past year where it's, oh no, everything I've done is great, and everybody will just stand there and applaud. Fuck all of them. But at the end of last week, after I was done recording, Biden decided to anoint his Supreme Court pick. Oh yeah, just another one of those shiny trinkets. Don't look any deeper into anything of the real conflicts going on in the world. Somebody who will be running through the hearings through the end of the year, and something else you can tout as being important because this shit needs to happen right now while we have the votes in the Senate so we can confirm them. And if you don't vote for her, then that means you're a racist, sexist, misogynist, whatever the fuck else. So let's take a look into who that person is going to be, even though you already know the name. But do you know the decisions behind it? It's another spoiler, another stupid liberal who used to work for Breyer. Ooh, big fucking shocker, right? But with that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.